than physical with you? ¿Te sorprendía si Caleb Plant la noche de la pelea te pelea tú por tú y pues quiere pelear una pelea donde lanza muchos golpes?
No me sorprendería y si es así, qué bueno, porque entonces van a disfrutar de una gran pelea.
Looking at the accomplishments you can make, I know a lot has been said that you could potentially be up there with the greatest Mexicans of all time, and you keep saying wait, but if you win, you've accomplished more than any other Mexican fighter. Like, does that play in your mind? ¿Está en tu mente? Sí,
no, la verdad es que lo único que quiero es ganar y seguir haciendo historia y esperarme hasta el fin de mi carrera. Al fin de mi carrera los números van a hablar y voy a estar donde tengo que estar. Pero lo único que pienso ahorita es seguir haciendo historia, seguir haciendo peleas, porque pues al final de cuentas me falta mucho por hacer.
But you know you're already there, right? Like you're already like in the top.
Espero que sí.
And finally, do you have respect or empathy for Caleb, what he's been through in his life? I was just wondering, what do you make of what he's been through in his life?
Sí, no, la verdad es que siempre hemos pasado por lo que ha pasado y lo siento mucho por esa parte. Obviamente no se supera eso rápido, ¿no? Pero la verdad que estoy bien y
Canelo, let's talk about the press conference and the motherfucker comment, right? Caleb Plant says that you took what he says out of context, that he in fact didn't mean it the way that you probably took it. In hindsight, looking back, do you feel that maybe you did take it out of context?
No, you can take that word. If you are my friend and you say that in a different way, it's good, right? But when you're in there and you say you motherfucker, it's different.
Let's talk about the only loss on your record at the moment. I mean, Floyd Mayweather Jr., it's not exactly a negative thing per se when you lose to someone who's known as one of the greatest of our time. Do you think that if you guys fought again, if you fought now and he was also in his prime, do you think the outcome would have been vastly different?
Definitely, it's going to be different. You know, because I'm more mature, more strong, with more experience. It's going to definitely be different.
Let's talk about the fact that Anthony Joshua was just visiting your gym. There's a lot of rumors circulating that he's looking for a new coach at the moment. What would you advise him to go with Eddie Reynoso? I mean, what's your...
No, he can do whatever he wants, what he feels good. It's okay. No, he needs to be in his mind confident. So be good and looking for his best.
What did you make of him when you saw him, though? Like,
no, good to see him. Good to see him. Good to see a great fighter out there with great athletes.
Thank you.
Canelo, Eddie Hearn on his Instagram said that you have a desire to fight in the UK. Could we in the UK see you fight in 2022 over in London, maybe Manchester or something like that?
We don't know if it's going to be in 2022, but I would love to fight in UK.
Come to Scotland.
Yeah.
Come to Scotland for me.
Yeah. Okay.
One more thing, I've got to ask, you're not looking past Caleb Plant. This is a very important fight. History is going to be made. But once you clear up the 168-pound division, have you thought, or you and Eddie thought, what's next? Like 175, back down to 160?
No, not yet. We 100% focus on this fight, and then we will see.
Would it be crazy to think that you go and you fight Beterbiev to be undisputed there at 175?
No, not crazy. I love the idea.
Yeah? Okay,
I love challenge.
You're the man.
All right.
Yo, más chingón.
Congratulations, by the way, on your
My man.
Your English.
Thank you.
So
I try my best.
So good.
Sorry.
Good.
I'm
very
bet-
good.
You know, I'm
You're
betting
good.
on you, man. You're my favorite fighter, hands
Thank
down.
You. Thank you.
What do you do for the size difference? How do you take that away from him in his boxing? You cutting the ring off? You're gonna.
For me, I like because I know how to do in there. I have good moves, so it's easy for me.
No problem.
No problem.
You take the body out?
Yeah, sure.
My man.
Canelo, your drive to be the best. Talk about where that comes from. Your drive to be a champion.
Huh?
Your drive and motivation to be a champion.
I love boxing. I love what I do. That's my motivation.
Do you enjoy the knockout, or do you enjoy kind of beating up your opponent?
Everybody enjoys that knockout.
Yeah. So beating up your opponent to the 12th round is which you enjoy more, the knockout or beating them up, wearing them out?
Knockout.
So-
Both, but definitely.
Do you see Caleb Plant as a tougher fight in comparison to Callum Smith or Billy Joe Saunders?
We'll see. You never know. I can't say right now because sometimes you think it's gonna be easy or it's gonna be hard. In the day of the fight is different what you think, right? So we'll see.
Do you see any similarities between them? Between Caleb and Callum and Billy Joe, do you see any similarities?
No, I don't see. I see him like Billy Joe, but different.
Outside playing.
Right? It's out of the box.
Outside.
Orthodox.
So
Outside-
is the 7th and the 9th round still the plan for you?
Yeah, that's what I feel. I hope so.
Outside playing golf, how do you like to relax? What do you do to unwind?
Golf.
Outside of that,
No,
that's it.
with my kids, my wife, my house.
Thank you.
My wife always want me in my house.
Here we are, Canelo. Radio Raheem with Canelo. So much has been made of how you got here, coming from the bottom. Caleb Plant is the same. Do you recognize maybe there are similarities between your stories? Do you respect how hard he fought to get to this station?
No, I respect his story. Is way different. I don't lose a kid. I don't lose my mom yet. So it's way different, and I respect all of that. So it's hard. It's hard.
When he went and trained with Andre Ward, and Ward predicted not only that he would knock you out, but that he would train him to do so. What is your reaction to this?
We'll see. You can say anything. You can say a lot of words and feel something, but it's different when you're there.
That is one fight that we didn't get to see, maybe just because of the timing of your careers. Is that a fight that you would like to have? And if so, how would you imagine you fighting Andre Ward?
I will see. He's retiring, so we don't know.
And lastly, you've known to have some problem with what they call slick fighters. Fighters with that kind of style, like Lara.
How long ago?
5 years, 6 years, yeah. So you feel like you've overcome that issue.
Way different. I'm a way different fighter, right?
And lastly, Canelo, how would you predict Saturday night? Perfect world.
I'm
how
gonna
do you
win.
see-
I'm gonna win. I don't know if it's knockout. I feel the knockout in 7 through 9, but we'll see.